Oh man.
The white hat, the white. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he over there looking
indeed.
at Real Frankie Beverly.
Man, I don't see us, Donnie.
We on there.
I'm looking for us. We refresh.
Donnie, are you ready for the IBF Pro?
There we go.
I am.
Donnie's ready for the IBF Pro.
What is the IBF Pro?
Oh, international like bodybuilding thing.
Ah, boom. There it is. Yeah.
Donnie's getting ready for that.
Jonathan Majors getting ready to do some movie I saw.
He already done it. That's it.
Okay.
It said he did a
Whoa.
great job at it.
Whoa. Let's talk about it. Because I watched it on Saturday.
You saw the movie?
This is no lie. I literally thought about you when we talked about it. Let me tell you something, man. Hey, bro. So y'all know Jonathan Majors' issues with the white lady in the law.
Yeah, of course.
But let me tell you something. That boy better be glad they didn't use that movie like they did Young Thug with his music on his trial. Because if they would have used that movie, that nigga was guilty.
Was he violent?
Man,
Road rages?
Oh,
yeah.
No. He was weird. He was, yo, bro. Hey, bro, listen here, man. I would have accused, I damn don't want to retry this nigga.
Oh, man. Nah, he showed me he was innocent when I saw him running, dog. When he literally was running from the broad, I was like, dude, innocent.
But if you watch that movie, that nigga not innocent.
Nah, cause the movie version with the movie dude ran from a broad.
Nah, man, my saying he did a great acting job on that.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
I'm gonna watch it.
Is it an indie film or?
I think so, ain't it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me.
How you watch it? Where you watch it?
Yeah, where you see it?
I bought it for like $24.99.
Oh,
you know, you got.
Boom, you ordered it through the. Okay, boom.
It's on like Paramount or Hulu. Something.
Okay, I got you.
Let me tell you, man. And I watched it after we did this show last week.
Right.
He would have benefited from that show.
The character, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm right. Boom.
Jonathan Majors. He went somewhere for that damn role.
Yeah, like that's what
I heard. Talented, bro.
I heard that he did a hell of a job at acting on this role.
Man, this was different. This was I'm gonna tell you what this role was like. There are only a few that have been like this one. This was like when what's my man? All right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if you remember the movie where he had AIDS and did Dallas Buyers.
Mm-hmm.
To me, you gotta go somewhere to do that damn role. You not just that. Yo, man, that boy got super skinny, man. His boots was too big. Then 50 Cent when he lost all that weight. To me, that's what Jonathan Majors did mentally for this. Hey, bro, if you watch that shit, the whole movie make you cringe.
Yeah, talented actor, bro. I'm not shocked.
I didn't spend 1 second not going.
I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer.
That trailer don't do it no fucking job.
I don't know, man. When I saw the trailer, that's why I asked about it. I was like,
Jerry,
that joint there look like it's fire.
It's fire. Hey, bro.
It's dark. Is it a dark?
Fuck yeah, it's dark.
I like dark movies.
Man. It's dark.
Yeah,
I
like dark
it's
movies, bro.
so dark.
Nah, I love a dark.
Let me tell you. When we the whole time I thought about it, the statement that Donnie made last week.
Were in the face.
That's right. That's the whole movie.
Wow.
To me, the entire movie is that statement.
Wow.
Jerry, I watched that thing and was like the whole time.
Boom. Yeah, you gonna make me go check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna pay $24.95.
But you gonna check it out.
But I'm trying to find it somewhere.
Hey, Jerry, I'm waiting to come on Netflix.
No, it ain't on Netflix.
I'm gonna wait till it come on Netflix.
Yeah, man.
I do want to watch it though.
I'm sorry to go in like that.
Nah, that's what's up.
The whole movie is your statement.
Wow.
That's not an exaggeration. And when you watch it, come back and tell me if I'm wrong.
I feel you.
He wanted you. He's so awkward in the movie. It's like you understand him. Hey man, he do a fucking
job. I bet he do, man. Dude, the hell of an actor. Now he got a lot of range.
Yeah.
A lot of range.
You know, when I met him, him and Megan Good, they weren't really out with their relationship yet.
Right.
This was like a couple years ago when I was with. We was at not Face, but at Dave Chappelle house.
Mhm.
He had a big concert at his house. It wasn't like I'm in here in the nigga kitchen. Big party at the man house. And Jonathan and Megan were together. And Jonathan, big old boy too, man.
Oh no, you definitely he ripped up.
He's like, big old boy. And I told him, I said, hey man, there are more of us out here that are really rooting for you than are against you. I know what the news be showing, but man, we really out here supporting you, dog.
Yeah.
The smile he put on his face, it was like the love. It was like, thank you, black man.
Mm.
That's how he looked at me. It was like, thank you, black man. Like he needed somebody to tell him that shit. That
Right.
Black.
Right.
And I could have showed the pictures. I think I deleted the pictures of him and Megan. I didn't want, or I just caught a piece of her face, but his head. I didn't want to share that on social media. Like y'all wasn't out there yet.
Yeah.
I could have been one of them whole ass niggas.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah.
Right.
Filming every damn thing.
Right. Right.
Like they did at the damn gas station.
Oh man.
Good
Nah, nigga, that you talking about that movie cringy. The gas station footage was cringy.
It was-
Oh my god! When I saw them teeth pulling on that skin, I was like,
Scary.
"Nah, I'm eye gouging. I'm doing at that point. The gloves is off. Oh, yeah. So that's what this means war. Is what I'm talking about now.
No, man, because I didn't watch it.
Bro.
I didn't. But so did she buy the chunk out of her leg?
Bro, you think I'm playing? Imagine teeth. Imagine this is
Pull your
skin.
hands, Jerry.
Imagine this is skin.
Yeah.
Bruh, it was pulled up out that foot out. I was like, I'm like, gouge your eyes out, do whatever you got to do to get her teeth out of your body like that.
That day, I watched 2 videos of biting. There was a dog, a black German Shepherd, had bit
I bit that little
a
dog.
little white
I
dog.
saw that, man.
I saw that too. I saw that.
And the
I saw
man,
that.
Put it.
That was crazy.
Jerry. And all I could think was, well, what was he at with the gas station? Man, that made the heavy. Cause the
Oh, man.
That girl could use her.
I mean, dog. Put your fist in that here for you. What you got to do to get out
Jerry.
Oh
Jerry,
my
man.
word, that was horrible,
And
dog.
then I think it was horrible on the I'm gonna tell you who horrified me on the video. The man that was standing there talking about y'all, they called the police. The lady is on top of that one lady in the truck. They fighting. The little girl is standing up in the seat, and this man gonna lean in the truck and go, y'all, they called the police.
Hey, oh what? Well, boy did what he did what I did. I do know the police. Dog, they bleed like that. I don't know what they
you
into.
bleeding, Jerry.
Nah, I don't know what they into, dog. Hey,
Man, that girl was finna bite that baby too.
Oh, dog.
Donnie ain't seen it.
Dog.
So the police had come by this point, and they done handcuffed the lady, and the stud come back over there with no. Man, there was some big stud titties, man. Most studs take their titties,
hanging down to the belly button.
and then
man.
when she reached down, man, and she swept part of the parking lot.
I
So,
mean, dog. I
Donnie,
mean.
you got to watch it.
Oh, dog. It's hard to watch.
Oh, it is.
It's hard to watch, bro. I cringe. Why when she built her, dog? You ain't feeling me, dog.
Done
She had, bro. Her skin was pulled up like that, high, dog. Like, I was like, oh, nah.
It was right in the face.
Dog, that's just a,
So the person that bit was winning
Was
the fight.
winning.
yeah.
Wasn't it
On
she was
top. She was on top.
Yeah.
Man,
You
yo,
don't
dog.
fight nobody like that, dog.
Oh,
And
dog.
she held on.
So how does something like that get that many views though?
Because we love ratchetness. I didn't talk to you about this
Yeah.
privately, dog. Our community we love some
And
ratchet shit.
no shade to the woman that recorded it. She all on her Facebook page talking about random numbers.
That's what I'm talking about. We love ratchet shit. Nah, that's what I'm talking
But
Ah, man, but no.
that man, that had to be
Which part
shared.
you not feeling me, man? The people, we love ratchet shit. We love it. We ain't outraged until somebody white do it to us. When it's black on black, we is entertained. Read the comment section. All you gotta do is jump in the comment section, dog. Every time I see a fight video, I jump in the comment section. Y'all know what I want to do so bad? I want to create, I don't know, I'm not very tech savvy. I want to create like a KKK meme. And when I see these videos, I want to go under there And boy, this shit is so entertaining. Keep it up. Now y'all ain't sure this shit enough. Sure. No, I want to shame folks in the
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? To stop the shit, dog.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I didn't done it. I hate those videos. I actually made a post probably about 12, 13, 14 years ago that said if I see any one of y'all sharing a fight video, I'm going to unfriend you.
Right.
Because that 14 years ago, man, I was like, dog, what are we doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just
I feel you.
Now, of course, being in the media, because we are media,
right?
You gotta stay abreast.
Right.
With
right.
Yeah.
Now, this one got my attention because it was in Texarkana.
That's right.
When I was like, surely, because I saw him in the views, the guy said, "Ain't no way this Texarkana," and that's what they said to me. They said, "Shit."
It was the bike.
Yeah, that bike was violent.
That bike.
I'm talking about, bro. I'm watching. I'm pushing back in my seat, like,
hell yeah.
Oh, like it was that bad, bro. It was like, oh, like you like to feel it, like, dog, that was on, bro. Give me something.
So how did she let go?
She
dog.
She was let go on.
Dog.
She felt like it.
Dog, was she? I pulled. I probably had the skin cracking.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, Lord.
like let the skin turn off, dog. It was bad. It was bad, bro. When I tell you,
somebody's skin is stressed.
that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, let's hope old girl lost a bunch of weight and her skin was like real loose. That's why it stretched like that. Cause no tight skin don't stretch like that.
Look, I'm gonna go to the gym and do that shit. Do some of these.
How you
if
feel?
You might be in my shit straight. I'm beating
oh man,
I'd have still been on her ass.
It's like every time I see you. It's literally every time I see you for the rest of my life. I'm talking about I'm old on a walker.
Hey man,
and I'm gonna wrap this cane around, dog. Give me
sorry, I got 25.
Right now. Man.
That's how I have to be.
You got
years old.
Yeah, we old and still getting it in, dog. For real.
It was too viral, man, and our community. Jared's right. We do love ratchet stuff. We will share, man. We be sharing.
Oh no,
talentless ratchet shit. But that's what Shamar, the little dude Shamar.
The bend body guy.
I don't know
what does he do?
He got like a
that dude is all hunched over real.
Shamar. Think about who we made famous. Shamar, Miss Netta and Charles.
Lord have mercy.
Charles and
yeah.
Hey, whoa. What talent?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. But that's us, man.
We
like that ratchet.
Yeah.
JJ Fish. Man, we be making motherfuckers famous.
No. It's amazing.
This nigga here.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dog, these are the people that we've, and I say we because I don't watch them.
I feel.
When I see Shamar, dog, I actually turn.
Yeah,
I don't watch that.
Is that Ben Up one?
Yeah.
I like it. I can't watch it either, dog. See, I got them. Yeah, like
I can't watch it.
Yeah, it look like
I don't watch. I don't watch talentless transgender people.
Oh hell.
You listen here. If you're talented and just happen to be trans, I can support that. But I cannot support the fact that you're trans and that's your talent.
Right.
That's not no fucking talent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your sexuality shouldn't make you famous. But that's what it's doing.
Right.
People are getting fame and fortune because I don't know, we some weird ass people.
Hey man, we like foolery, dog. Who was that? The guy he was a terrible singer.
I take that fish.
All right, that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
The motherfucker look like Chris Brown.
That right there. Him. That like, oh man. Yeah, we love some foolishness, dog. We love it. Love it as a people.
That's
entertaining.
It is entertaining. You had some good topics you sent out to us.
Hey man, there's a lot going on in the world right now, dog. It's a whole lot, man. Now first we'll start since we started a sports show. Let's get on this quarterback from Tennessee. Have you heard about it?
He got picked up today though.
And I knew somebody was gonna grab him. Did they pick him up for some money?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm on right there. He too talented for teams not to grab a quarterback.
The money that he left at Tennessee, he didn't get that there.
Oh no, he probably didn't get nowhere close to it.
He will get it. So let me tell you why I say that.
Oh no.
Listen.
Go ahead, and I got a rebuttal.
There are going to be companies
Mm.
that want to attach themselves to you.
Mm.
The school will give you a certain amount, but you can sell your name, image, and likeness to other companies. Like he can put on a shirt that has Audi on it. You know what I mean? He can do. There's one kid in college. I mean, he branded himself with so many, and he ain't in no Power 5 school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I think this kid, he made, and then you're in LA too.
Well, I'm like,
now if you say it makes some money, he might make a few grand, and I mean a few grand.
He'll get to the 3 million mark.
Nah,
I don't think so. And this is why I say this.
Go ahead. I got
UCLA just had a kid, the number one quarterback in the country. He was a 5-star. He went there. Now he was again number one in the class.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't there no more.
Right.
So therefore, if it was he left because of I didn't bigger check.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing what those other guys were making.
Right.
So they weren't gonna pay him. He wasn't getting it. What makes you think he gonna get it?
And I can do one even better, but I'm gonna squash it all because the NCAA knew they had a problem. They were waiting on something like this to happen.
Yep, and it happened.
They needed to make an example out of somebody. They needed to like show these dudes we got now. This is a public whipping. He finna get his public whipping. He finna get these lashes to let everybody. Oh, I'm telling you again. Time will tell it who right or wrong. But this right here, dog, you can tell how they coming for him in the press nationally. How they demonizing him. That they are making a point.
So
like in their defense, they right. Bro, you getting $2.5 million. You made more than Brock Purdy made, and he been in a Super Bowl on the highest level of football.
A lot of kids should stay in college because that's where you're gonna make your money. a lot of kids.
Right.
Paige Beckers would have made more being in college than she would have been the number one draft pick in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Them girls in the WNBA, you losing money by going to the WNBA. I'm just saying for certain college kids.
Right.
This kid, I think UCLA is one of those schools that was the catapult for NIL deals, and it came from Ed and Charles O'Bannon. Those the twin boys, the twin basketball.
Yeah, that's the reason why I always started here.
They are a huge part of the reason. Why? Because they would not lend their name, image, and likeness to, I think, college basketball.
Yeah, EA Sports.
The EA Sports.
They sued EA Sports,
and they won. Not many years later,
right?
But I think that this kid, I don't think he going somewhere. Just listen. You left Tennessee and you went to UCLA. You didn't leave Tennessee and go to Tulsa. Your ass went to another school where they churn them out. And so you didn't go up there to make $1 million. You went to go make some money.
Bro.
Yeah, but they ain't about to
find out how wrong you are.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna find out you so far mate. Because now this dude here is finna, like I say, he might make a little money.
The thing about
when I say little, I'm talking about like maybe 10 grand.
No, I don't think so.
Dog, they got to make an example out of it. Like, bro, you just
the NCAA is not over the amount of money that you
no, but that you ain't understanding. It's a bigger picture.
Yeah,
you just isolating it to this is way bigger. Than
the presidents of these schools,
it's way bigger
these schools, they're gonna eventually link together.
That's what I'm getting at, bro. This is one of them things where they own some. Hey man, this shit is beyond out of hand.
So let me tell you,
like we got cats in college making more than coaches.
I think that this is good for the players. Let me tell you why. Now, for the game, no. For the players, yes. So for the game, man, we love the game.
Oh no.
And so Dion and them, they play for the love of the game. These kids now, it's not the love of the game, man. Where my check at?
Mm-hmm.
And so what this NIL has done is created a sense of free agency. Mm-hmm. So what this young man is going to do is he's going to spur on collective bargaining.
Mm-hmm. I totally disagree.
He won't get money in Tennessee.
This finna be a
collective.
How dare we was paying you $2.5 million and you thought it wasn't enough?
But again,
they got to showcase that you so far out of bounds because he is.
So this
like dog, you pissed off about Carson Beck going to get it, and you are better than Beck. I agree.
That's right.
But we all know how this thing go.
But I think that's why add a collective bargaining agreement because right now it's a wild west. It's too much of a frenzy, and college players should not, for all intents and purposes, be free agents because that's what that's what you are. That portal is a free agency deal.
Oh, no doubt.
And some
And you help me make my argument.
No.
They know they got to reel this thing. You help me make my argument, dog.
But no. I agree on one part that they will do. That's what I'm saying about the collective bargaining. Somebody's got to come and say, look, we need a set amount for starters, bench players, percentage of time. They'll work all that out, right? Collective bargaining. As far as he's concerned, that kid, I just don't see him losing that much money.
He done lost it.
He done lost it.
It ain't a losing. He done lost it.
$2 million.
And this is why I say this.
But I feel like he'll get it back.
Because one of these blue blood teams didn't come get him.
Dog.
UCLA, when last heard
football? Have you checked the pulse of what people saying? Like it's people spewing hypocrisy. Didn't they just say Cam Ward in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
And they coach was on giving an interview about how these guys work hard and he ain't finna pay. Like that's what I'm telling you. This bigger than just they need to set an example. They finna make an example out of this dude. They finna show him that hey, we got to show the other people.
Well, I'm glad that he did what he did because it's been a farm system for the NFL.
But I guarantee you, he did what he did, but it's already gonna backfire because if it wasn't, he's one of the better quarterbacks in college football.
He may have lost some money, but he ain't gonna lose no chance. That's why it ain't back.
No, he's not. No, he's no chance.
Again, that's why.
But in college football, the money that
he could have made quarterback,
he ain't gonna make that.
Ain't nobody finna pay him $1 million to be their quarterback.
No,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nobody finna pay him $1 million to be their quarterback.
If I was a betting man, I'd bet that the alums of UCLA go.
Nah, bro. Again, I think you're missing the big picture. If they got to show the athletes y'all doing too much. Like that's really what this.
There's no punishment for him.
What you mean?
Where's the punishment?
The punishment is you was finna make $2.5 million. And now you at UCLA,
I think
just on the scholarship.
I think he makes up for it with backdoor money. This ain't SMU back in the death penalty days.
Mm-hmm.
This is UCLA today, where man, we can hang
again. I think
so it may not be on paper.
I know. I feel what you're trying to say, but to them, they like I think you mean, bro. I signed a deal with you. Derek Keener run the school. Mm-hmm. I'm a cold ass running back. Mm-hmm. Derek like, hey man, give you $2 million to come to our school. I'm like, yeah. I'm there. Yeah. I find out this other dude that play running back, done went to this school over here. He getting 3.5. Yeah. So now that deal I done made with Derek. Yeah. Now I'm like, hey man, they paid him. I ain't reporting the camp till y'all give me some more money. Dog, I ain't even mad at the other colleges because y'all. It's in your best interest to join forces to show them we ain't doing that. If we make this deal, we paying you. That's what we agree upon. We not finna do that. I'm not finna give you 1, and then you find out this dude over here got 1.7. Now you need 1.9. We not finna do that game, and that's what they finna do with this guy. They finna show you.
But I think they made so much money.
And they have. But who makes a lot of money that's tired of making it?
No, I like it. They having to give it now. It's just like in the NBA and the NFL, man. They keep raising the salary cap, which tells me, shit, these owners got way more money, and they make it way more money than what we really know. So they have more to spend. They just don't.
They do. But you act like they not raising it for the benefit of the players. They raising it for the benefit of their cities, for their stadium.
This kid,
like if I raise the salary cap, I get to bring more talent in. It ain't about I get to get y'all. That's why. You got a dude like Chase who just won the Triple Crown, just fighting for a contract. That's why you got a dude like Lamar who they told him, hey, cold as Lamar was, they gave permission to go test the market. They ain't raise the cap to get the players more money. But it's like that's just a selfish nature of the owners when they raise the cap. That ain't about the players.
That's what that kid test the market, and he tested it. Listen, I think if he was really I don't think he would sign that damn fast.
I don't know. You got to. You got to. It'll be time to play some football here in a little bit.
Didn't you say the coldest? He probably one of the.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is UCLA. If he would have got more money, the cream of the crop. You got because I don't think
If
nobody.
you let him pull it, everybody finna pull it.
I think
That's just the law of the land. If he pull it, everybody finna pull it.
the talented ones will.
And it's a bunch of talented ones.
I think the talentless motherfuckers.
Like every school got a gang of all top 25 schools got several talented ones.
Let me ask y'all a question. The top 2 schools in recent years has been what 2 schools?
With Alabama,
Georgia.
And Georgia.
Mhm.
Neither one of them called for him.
That's what I'm. I know this. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Because they all need.
You understand,
They
bro?
both lacking.
Yeah,
The quarterback.
both need a quarterback. Both programs need a quarterback.
They both need a quarterback.
And that's what I'm getting at.
And he's a great quarterback.
Yes,
They proved the point.
that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
No.
This is about letting him know.
I think,
Like, hey.
y'all are missing the point with on just particularly on this kid, and let me tell you why. If he would have transferred to an SEC school, it's another SEC school,
Bro.
he would have lost a year of eligibility. He had to go somewhere else. So it's not that.
No, he could have went to the end of school. You got you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it for us. Yeah, if it's past a certain deadline, he ain't met the deadline yet.
Yes, he did too.
No, it's
You
not.
gotta go look at it.
The deadline is in May.
Dog, if he would have transferred to an any other school, he wouldn't have. The deadline was May. An SEC school just in the conference, you got to sit out a whole year. That's why he.
I know the deadline. It could have been. I know the deadline.
Yes, the deadline was for other schools. Your ass, which is
Okay, with prime example. So you trying to tell me Ohio State got the best quarterback? No, they had a transfer last year. It's even gone. They just won the title. They could have used him.
Michigan.
No,
I'm just saying.
I feel you.
None of those schools wanted him.
I agree.
And no, but because what you saying about the SEC, I know the deadline.
Yeah.
So he could have been past the deadline, but still,
I feel you.
Ohio State is here. Oregon, the quarterback
So let me
is here.
Whoever's not sure about where they're at with the quarterback, I think grab him.
They don't have no quarterback that's better than him. That kid is probably the best quarterback in college football.
Boom.
Probably is.
With the exception of Arch.
No, he's better than Arch.
No, he's not better.
Yes, hell he is.
He's not better than Arch.
Yes,
But
he is.
We'll agree to disagree.
No, that kid is good.
He is good, but Arch is like.
I don't think so. I think we put Arch here because of the name attached to it.
Nah, we put Arch there because Arch is.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't unseat Quinn Ewers because Sark is a fucking idiot. Don't act like it was a talent. That was Sark. Sark didn't want to win a national championship. That had nothing to do with Arch.
I feel like these kids, man. There should be, and they're about to have to allow agents into college football.
No, they got him.
And Nug said that now you're gonna have to. On top of that, you're gonna have to pay them California tax.
Exactly. Which is a whole lot higher than where he was at.
Exactly, Nug.
They're gonna have to read some pockets good.
No, I guarantee you, he
Bro,
can get his money.
That you ain't, and that's why I say only time finna tell this, but you'll recall this conversation.
Yeah.
They gotta make an example. This is strictly, we got to let these kids know that the inmates ain't running their side.
Pretty much.
We still running this stuff. Now we've tried to bless y'all game.
But what punishment can they give him other than taking?
Everybody get together and say, you know what?
They're gonna start
this kid.
blacklisting the kids. That's what
Don't pay this kid.
But I think the portal is already doing that. I think the portal is that ain't got shit to do with him. I think the portal is already doing that. Because you know how many kids get stuck in that damn portal? I think they already doing that to them kids. No, he ain't even work. Like he wouldn't even. Kid couldn't cut it here. Right? I think they doing that in the portal. That's why so many kids when they jump in that portal.
And two things can be true. That can be true, but they also finna say, so $2.5 million ain't enough money for you in college to play some football.
Because he's
that's what you saying is true, but don't act like that part ain't true. Because that's what I said to. I said, you know, Brock Purdy played in the Super Bowl, don't you? You know how much that dude made? You made double. And this we talking about his whole tenure in the NFL right now. You made double what he made his whole NFL career right now in one season, and you ready to not show up to practice because you feel like it ain't enough money?
How much blacklisting is going on if that boy signs like that?
Dog, again, teams need a quarterback.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's not one of the blue-blooded teams.
And
he's not going to compete for no title. He's not going to be in top 25.
I ain't even on that part.
They haven't been in a long time.
I ain't on that part. A team need a quarterback, and they know he needs to play some football to try to go to the NFL.
Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders changed two shitty programs.
Mhm.
Yeah, motherfucker, we wasn't shitty.
No offense.
Yeah.
We wasn't shitty.
So a quarterback
Right.
can damn sure, hey, because they want.
Oh, but I agree with that.
So I think when he say he'll play, listen, that boy could lift them to natty potential.
And he not know their roster.
Potential.
Yeah, I got
Because who's in their conference? What? Oregon. That's who.
Oregon.
He's got. I'm saying
Ohio State.
No, Ohio State is not Pac-12.
Oregon not either. Oregon's in the Big Ten with Ohio State.
Big Ten now.
Yeah, and UCLA in the Big Ten.
You know, since they done switched these damn conferences.
No, they in the Big Ten. Like they in there with the big dogs.
Okay, I don't even remember.
Yeah, because Pac-12 got shut down. They're coming back like next season.
I still be thinking about.
Yeah,
you know,
because it's only two teams.
Okay,
that was actually in the Pac-12.
Okay. Well, I just believe, man, they might be way more a quarterback can make you that.
I totally agree. I will agree with that.
Man, listen, this kid will beat them, put them dimes out there, and instead of UCLA going 7-5 or 6-6, missing a bowl game, man, you're looking at a 9-3.
What's gonna happen? He gonna do one and done. He back in the portal after the season.
Okay,
and that may be so. What I'm on here? Hey,
See, but out of high school, dude, you gave him $10 million out of high school.
I'm already. That's
what
I'm on here.
I gotta go back to high school.
It's the greed factor, and
that's what he signed coming out of high school. The day he signed his letter of intent, the day he took, because he was early enrollee, the day he stepped on that campus, he signed for $10 million.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, I applaud the coach for saying, okay, you're not bigger than our program.
Oh, no.
But I think that was right. Now, I'm not mad at the coach.
I applaud the coach, man. Yeah. Something got to give, man. Something got to give.
And that's what that's what I'm saying. They finna make an example.
So I'd also like to do this. I've been thinking about this for like 3 weeks. I want to go on here and say that I'm actually rooting for Landon Jackson. Man, I've been thinking about it. And I'm gonna tell you what made me think about a lot of that. Stephen A. and Deion, and how Stephen A. and LeBron. That's what I meant. Stephen A. and LeBron, and LeBron are taking up for Bronny and all that. And man, listen, Landon is a good kid. I'm probably like the people that don't think Bronny should be in the NBA, because I actually think Bronny is a hell of a player and a hell of an NBA player at that. For what Jerry, I know sound crazy, but I think so now I'm over here going, man, maybe I could root for old Landon like that.
Right.
That's just what I bet. Landon, I'm sorry, buddy. I like you, and I'm not bandwagoning the kid because I don't care where he go or nothing like that. But I do think that it's I think maybe as a sports person, I was a little hard on my stance, because if my stance was like that for Bronny, I'm over here going, no, Stephen A. them fucking too hard. My opinion doesn't hold the same weight Stephen A's does. Don't even come close to it. It's like a feather to a brick.
But you didn't go hard. Stephen A. didn't go hard on Bronny like you went on Landon.
I agree.
I agree with that too.
I agree.
Like Landon daddy against this show.
And that's why I'm apologizing. I saw him in the grocery store.
Oh, did you?
This guy go.
That's funny. That's funny, dog.
Jerry, and that's why we're here. And so, Mr. Jackson.
That's funny, bro.
No. I
that's
really
funny.
was thinking about my stance with that, and I said, man, I went hard at the kid, and I don't have a problem with the kid. I think the kid is great. You know what I mean? I think I don't even.
In your defense, when you stood 10 toes on your comments, it was one of that was.
So let me tell you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people was on him when they saw that drill.
Wasn't what made me do that.
And he leaps and bounds better than that now.
Let me tell you, I was actually defending that.
Were you?
Absolutely. Let me tell you why. Because Donnie was saying a lot of kids can't do them drills. So I wasn't against him then. I'm going off of
I was trying to get you out.
no.
No, I think on about that particular drill, on the people you can actually blame was his high school coaches.
Yeah.
That's right. So, Jared, I wasn't against him. It's the tape is what got me in college.
Mm.
I'm up and watching him. I didn't see. I still don't see what everybody else.
I know what you mean.
I
but
damn sure don't see
he
that.
got size.
Yeah.
He got size.
He got that. Man, listen, if that boy learned how to use his hands, he could be Jason Taylor. And we talking about a Hall of Famer. If he learned how to, he don't use his hands well enough. A lot of kids don't use their hands well enough. But shit, that's what got Aaron Donald where he at.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you use your hands.
Oh, no doubt.
And of course, Aaron is still jacked.
Oh yeah.
Warren Sapp be telling you them hands. That's what pisses me off with Landon and a lot of them guys. Like, he's going off of pure talent. Motherfucker, your technique got to be better.
Oh yeah.
That's all I was.
But most young players don't really have technique. It is their talent, and as they get older, that's when the technique and stuff come into play.
And I also look at, man, a lot of people, they look at people that sit on a couch and talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why didn't you do it? I'm one of those people that I did play at a different level. It may not have been the level that everybody thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just true. But in doing that, I played with D1 college players.
Right.
They didn't make it to the league. They did start on teams like UNT and Tulane.
I know what you're talking about, bro. I got it.
So I played with guys like that and have gotten the compliments like, "Oh yeah, you could play." Not, nigga, you would have started, but we see what you mean.
Right.
You could have meant to a team. And so I'm rooting for Landon now. The closer it gets to the draft, I'm rooting for the kid.
Yeah, I think we all rooting for him, man. Local kid.
That's right.
Chance to go to the pros.
But my favorite is still Nick Martin.
Is he coming out?
No, he's at the combine.
Was it?
Hey, bro.
Was it the impressive combine?
Yeah.
All right.
No, Landon had an impressive combine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Landon was everywhere.
Landon's combine was extremely.
I mean, Nick was a typical,
Okay. Didn't nothing jump out at you.
Yeah, but Landon, his was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
But I don't even understand how you test that damn crazy. You're not that crazy. I still don't see it. And
his vertical was ridiculous. Man.
Yeah, 40.9.
That jump was ridiculous.
His vertical was like one of the highest ever recorded as far as defensive lineman.
Hey, dog. Kid played basketball. Your daddy 6'9",
right?
You 6'7".
But still, though, like for the highest, I think he's like number 3 all time.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that does. It really does.
Yeah.
No, that does, dog. That for real.
Hey, man.
6'6", almost 6'7",
Yeah.
260 or 4'6".
Will he have a career similar to, better than, or less than Jadeveon Clowney?
Good question. I think I don't. From all the hype that Clowney got comes out of high school, you saw a flash of it at South Carolina, but when he got to the league, it just mellowed out.
He just, but injuries more.
Yeah,
Jadeveon.
Let's do this.
Because he was gifted.
What about? Then I'm gonna give you 2 other players. They both played for the Texans. Merciless or Marvin Williams? Is it Marvin Williams?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? The big D.
Yeah, that's right.
Which one is Landon similar to, better than, or?
He's similar to Williams, if you ask me.
You remember that number 1 overall pick, Mario Williams?
Yeah, it was big out of NC State.
Nah, he didn't. He wasn't similar to him at all. To me.
No, I'm saying, do you think?
I compare size wise.
Oh, do I think his career gonna be now?
Be similar to, better than, or less than?
Probably less than.
Because that's a lot to live.
That is a lot to live up to.
Wasn't.
But I mean, that was a first round pick versus a guy that probably gonna be a
second round pick.
That's for probably third for sure. But I did see something the other day. Somebody put something. I don't know how true that was.
Ray Lewis was damn near second round pick.
Like Kansas City might be looking at him in the second, but
he could go higher than that. I mean, I ain't gonna put his business out there.
You think he's gonna be a first round?
What I'm saying is,
no.
I ain't gonna put his business out there, but I don't know, because you could have said the same thing about the guy from Texas Tech a couple years ago, linebacker. Nobody knew who he was. He was a first round draft pick.
Yo, I would have said that same thing about Patrick Mahomes coming out of college.
But I'm just saying, like there be some prizes, a lot of surprises in the draft that nobody expected to be near as high.
No doubt.
I'm I be wrong about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? They looking at a kid from Texas Tech in Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that he would be this. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm scared of in the NFL. I'm gonna tell you, I'm only scared of one thing this year. I'm afraid that if Travis Hunter does not get picked up by Cleveland, they're gonna throw his ass a bubble screen and he gonna get to meet Mr. Garrett.
Oh, cool. With that,
I'm afraid of that.
To me, with that census, like I think that's like a dumb statement. You know damn well, dude, if you get drafted, you're gonna do what the fuck.
I mean, you know,
you're not gonna not play.
He's just trying to let them know that how passionate he is about playing.
I think that's done it. Because look here, dog. I think that's all it was.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I think somebody asked him a question, and he answered it.
Yeah.
You know, hey, this ain't the brightest fucking kid.
Right. Okay? Clearly.
Hey, his choices don't always be
right. Right.
And so when he said it, all I could read into it was somebody asked him some of his ass answered that shit.
Right.
But if I am Travis Hunter, if I'm a team, I let him play both ways.
Of course, you let him play both ways.
Until he realized.
But the thing about it, though, but they're not gonna let him dictate what he gonna do.
And that's what it is. That's what it really comes down to. And I can't blame a coach.
They're not gonna let him dictate.
They talking about going to New England. Vrabel is a damn good coach, a Super Bowl champion player that grew up under Belichick, who was strictly old school.
And you ain't gonna tell you ain't
exactly. So, but I think Vrabel. We'll let him play both ways.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but if he does, it's gonna be on his own will.
Oh, and that's what I'm talking. It'll be on that part.
That ain't happening.
And I think you have to be a defensive starter and an offensive specialist.
And that's how it should be.
I think that's the way it should.
That's how it should be.
Because I don't think you can be an offensive starter and a defensive specialist.
Not right.
No.
Right.
No, because whoever's out there on defense, nigga, they out there on defense.
Yeah.
Right.
And bring him in.
Right. Because if I'm sitting there watching you run a bunch of pass routes,
I'm going.
Time you go. Oh no, I'm finna send the fast dude out there. I probably ain't throwing the ball at you.
Because that's keep real.
Take him deep. I'm fine. You fine. I'll never go routes. Everything. I want to huff and puff it out here, dog.
Let's keep it real. I mean, even though I don't necessarily care for the dude.
For who?
Deion. But Travis Hunter's not Deion Sanders. Deion was no full-time starter on both sides.
No.
He was what he just said. He played defense.
Yeah, and they'll put a package in for him. I'm sure.
Yeah, but that's on the way. But being a starter, that's no way it's gonna happen.
I mean, he's trying to do, but I can respect him trying to do something unprecedented. That's dope to try it. But bro, on that level,
it ain't happening, man.
It ain't happening.
And
that's what I'm on.
The wear and tear of your body at the NFL level, he won't be in the league line.
Right.
And then let me tell you something. How they gonna figure out the structure of your pay? That I'm thinking about, and he ain't thinking about that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, because again, if I'm a starter on both sides of the body, man, your contract is unprecedented.
Right.
We ain't even thought of no shit like that.
Right.
I want two contracts.
I want top receiver money. And I want top quarterback money. Right. I feel you now.
2 checks. Because look at that, you can't. Because we got to pay you on one of them scales.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But it ain't going to be both of them.
Exactly.
Not from that's just business.
Right.
From a business, I want to see him do both. I want to see, and I think they should let it happen so much in the preseason. I think they should. Listen, get this out the fucking way. This is preseason work. The starters usually don't play. He got to play the whole preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to play the whole against average and motherfuckers that won't even make it.
Oh, I feel you.
This is what I would do. I gotta let you play the whole game. Hey y'all, come check out the show. And motherfuckers that won't make it gonna toast your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but in order to get him to realize that you can't do this,
I feel you. I feel that.
Use the preseason for that.
Well, I feel
I'm with you.
I like that.
That way now when you get to the season, everybody can shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And if the nigga do it in preseason, bitch, we make it. you got now we can talk about something.
Right.
If he can do it, but if you can't do it in preseason,
right.
How the fuck am I supposed to let you do it during the regular season?
Right.
I worry injuries be damned.
Right.
We'll worry about that later.
Right on.
No, you said you can do it. Let's do it now.
Right. I feel you on that one, bro. I feel you on that.
I think that's the solution to it.
Right.
Play the whole preseason game.
Mm-mm.
Whole thing. You don't get to come out against niggas that is mean. I hit the nigga on the comeback route.
Man.
Mentally, can you handle that?
Right.
Physically, I don't think the kid is built for it.
Right.
I don't think he is either.
You're real thin, man.
Yeah.
You're real thin. Hey,
Now he got some free cardio. His cardio is
Randy
amazing.
Moss was listen. I wouldn't want Randy covering Calvin Johnson. I wouldn't want Randy Moss covering T.O. Some big motherfucking guy.
Oh no doubt.
Randy tall, fast.
Right. Right.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, man.
So I think that's a good solution to it. No, I've not heard anybody say that though.
Yeah.
I've not heard any of the sports shows say this is what you should do because you got to put an end to it, or else it will always be the talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will.
And there's no other way to put an end to it.
Only way to be the talk is if he fall in certain situations. It wouldn't be a talk in New England. If he some kind of way ended up in Carolina, it would be a general. It would be a topic.
Talk in New England because he's gonna talk it, and his agent is gonna talk it, and Dion is gonna talk it, and then they're gonna talk his way out of there until not the first year, not the second year. They just get that shit from over.
I mean, but if he'll be done showed by that time if he can or can't though, so it'll be done by then anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll know in the first half of the season. If
that's
the beauty of what's going on.
The first 7 games.
We'll know pretty quick.
17 games.
Like if he can do it, yeah.
So about 8 games,
about a month in, you'll be like either like, damn, that boy is.
Leave that nigga out there. Now what's gonna fuck it up is if in the first preseason game this nigga get a pick and a touchdown on offense, be like,
I know. They not if he do that, he's showing he can do it.
Yeah.
Now that's showing you can do it.
Gotta add a little more at a time. Like,
yeah, if he like jump a couple picks, make some pretty, I'm talking some hard interceptions. Oh, and then break somebody out on a nasty drive touchdown. I'm like, hey, y'all let that boy cook.
But Jerry,
let him cook.
How you structure your contract?
I mean, we'll cross that bridge too. Hey, it's unprecedented. Ooh. Like, hey, I get quarterback money.
Nobody at college football at that level has done it like that. I think Jack did it. He played, was it Miles Jack? He played running back and linebacker for UCLA.
Did he?
Miles Jack, I believe he did. Started both ways too.
Damn.
Wasn't just, but he was a better linebacker than I think. I forget.
Right.
Anyway, he made it to the league. Champ Bailey did it for Georgia, I believe.
He did.
Michigan did it with Charles
Woodson.
But Woodson was a package guy on offense.
I'm thinking that's what Hunter want to be a full time.
No, Woodson was a package guy. He wasn't full time.
I agree, and that's what I think Hunter would be.
I just don't want him to play one. I just want him to play one side of the ball.
His body ain't gonna be able to take.
Hey man, I want him to get the chance
because if he do, he won't be in the league long.
I want him to get the chance, man.
He won't be in the league long.
Come on, Bo Jackson.
He taking pounding on both sides of the ball.
Come on, Bo Jackson. Yeah, quick.
Yes.
Bo was the greatest athlete, freakiest athlete we ever seen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody slower than Bo caught Bo from behind and bust his goddamn leg up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody that we don't even know his name.
Don't even know his name.
Right.
You be a freak athlete all you want to, but your ass is
the
top.
Agree. I agree with that, man.
They freaky too.
I agree with that.
Even ones you don't hear about, they freaky.
But I mean, you gotta let him try it. He has earned the right to try it. Yeah. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, and he's a Heisman Trophy winner because he played the way he played. He played both positions at a high level. So you gotta let him try it on the next level, dog.
I can't wait for him to sign his deal with Nike and for them commercials. Me versus me.
Ah, man.
That's what it's probably gonna be too.
That'd be a dope commercial though. Now that you mention that, he lined up
with
the receiver and he locking himself down and break himself out one play and jump the route on another. Yeah. That would be dope. Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that
would be dope. Boy, you might not should have gave them that kind of gem. Nike just stole that. Hey, Adidas or whoever, somebody just stole that, bro. Yeah, somebody just stole that one from you, dog. That's pretty good right there, man.
I think, you got to do something like that.
You see the
No, what was coming?
Somebody said, "Hey." I'll let you know. Nah, it ain't a done it, I think.
Hilarious.
What?
I think somebody said hey to you.
Well, I think somebody said hey to you. Oh. Oh.
I thought.
What you doing, sister? What you mean? I don't even like her. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh man.
Now check this out. Another topic that you brought up about the whole Frisco track meet.
Oh man, I can't believe y'all ain't touched on that one yet. That nerve. Yeah, we might.
Man, I don't know why.
Explain it.
Something
I know.
like that has to be so much like racially
Right.
motivated with the people that's on the outside looking in.
Right.
No, what's crazy, you hear different stories. You done heard different stories.
Oh yes, we all have.
Like I saw a video on Facebook, not Facebook, TikTok yesterday, where it was actually a witness who didn't know nobody.
Right. Just told the story.
He told the story of the event that happened, which doesn't go with the narrative that the media is painting.
Right.
Against Carmelo?
Yes. He was like, I mean, he pretty much said they know that he was getting picked on. He said he was the guy said because he had a daughter that was there, so he was watching his daughter, and so his daughter ended up under that tent.
She wasn't going to school there either.
Yeah, he didn't know him. He said the kid was sitting in the stands. One of the coaches told him to get under the tent.
I heard that.
So he telling the story. He said, "Man, I didn't know who the guy was." He said he told the fella to get under the tent. He said, "Man, I was watching my daughter, like, who the hell my daughter around these people?" He said, then out of nowhere, these people came up, which was the guy that got killed. And I forgot what exactly he said, but he was the one that actually initiated everything. So
I saw now somebody here back when it first happened, they played a pretty good portion of the video. And it looked, yeah, it was looked like he's sitting up under the tent, looked like he's talking to somebody, looked like he's talking to another young man. And I guess they must be having like a deep conversation.
That wasn't the same thing. I think they were.
Oh, really?
I saw what you said.
Okay.
I thought that was it too.
Right.
But it was, I think they were trying to give the example. That's what I believe they were doing. Here.
So that was a fake video?
It was a real video, but that wasn't that same situation. They were giving an example, like it was a real video of something that happened.
Similar.
That's all.
Boom. Okay, so that wasn't the kid, and that wasn't the boom. All right, baby.
I think that was like college frat shit.
I didn't know.
I believe that's.
But what threw me off, I guess you got to be right, because he said, "Is he drunk?" That's and right. No way a kid would just be like drinking right. at a track meet at high school.
Kids, they wasn't in no.
So that sounds about right then. Right.
This is what gets me about the whole Carmelo deal. Several things. The other kid's dad. Have you heard from him?
I did.
And
the one that's deceased.
The deceased. Okay. His father. Man, listen here. If you did something to my baby, I would want justice. Hearing from that father, he said, "Man, I forgive this kid." It was immediate. I'm not saying that you can't be Christian and do your due diligence and you're forgiven. I do believe that he knows his child too. And I believe that, let me tell you something, man. I understand that maybe he can't control his emotions that way. Maybe you're just that good. I haven't seen anybody be that good. If there's an accident, sure, I can see a parent being, but your child was murdered.
No, I'm not gonna do that, because if you recall back when the Botham Jean guy was shot, his brother hugged the woman and cried with her and everything. So I'm not gonna say that is what I'm saying. Some people just wired different. Now I'm not wired like that, but some people are wired different.
All right, let's take that away. Here's when you said you don't understand why people make it black and white.
I don't because at the end of the day, I mean, one kid in my mind was defending himself. They don't have nothing to do with race.
But America has chosen sides.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I've seen with the kid in Milwaukee. What was his name? The kid with the rifle.
Rosenhauer, whatever his name.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Now, when people make that argument,
okay,
I can entertain that one.
What's
because now if your argument is hey, Carmelo was in that tent looking for trouble, hoping somebody would touch him so he could do what he did, I'm like, well, that ain't no different. If that was the case, that ain't no different than them dropping that kid off.
That's right.
And he was looking for somebody to approach him so he could lash out. So I'm like, if that's what people on, I'm like, that's the best comparison you can give right there.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I think that just the same as and I'm not comparing the two, but just as in the same case with Mo3 and Yella Beezy, man. Yella Beezy's bill was set at what, $2 million?
It was said at it was said
50,000.
Yeah, it was said high.
And now he's out. This same case, that boy's bond was set at $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Went down to 250. Now he out.
Mm-hmm.
In cases like that, man, when they lock solid like that, man, they ain't trying to let you out because they know your ass gonna run her. I believe that there's some leeway here because, man, your evidence might be a little weak.
Yeah, I think the witness alone is the evidence.
Well, and then I'll tell you this here. What's my man with the Skittles, Trayvon Martin? Listen, man, we've had a history of people, killing us and picking with us, and when we fight back, hey man, because what's his name picked at Trayvon. Trayvon whooped his ass. Now you end up, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know what happened. I hate that kid lost his life. That's a child. If he was picking the way that they say he was picking, man, what do you expect for somebody to do? I don't think that this kid just took a knife and just he immediately asked the police, hey, I was defending myself, like that self-defense. He knew he was defending himself. And the deceased kid's dad was like, wouldn't you lie immediately? Man, he ain't got time to come on and lie. Man, I was defending myself. I'm being honest here. I defended myself, right? Like, this is right? Like, he don't know, like, nothing is wrong. And then he's also asking, is he okay? His intent wasn't to kill. It was to get you up off me.
Yeah, I know my boy Charleston White had a great take on this. He said, Charleston usually keep it a buck in these situations. And when I heard his perspective on it, that changed my whole. He was basically on some, it's better that you hear it like that because it's in the times are really changing. Sound like the black dude was getting bullied. But he said they under this street culture of no snitching. So instead of going to the authorities, the teachers, and like, hey man, dude picking on me, boom, boom, boom. Hence he bought a knife.
He took care of himself.
And boom. And now you got this mess. And that's basically his whole argument was like, we got to get these kids out of the mindset of this street code, no telling, because had they not been living by that code, this boy ain't in jail, that other boy ain't dead. Had y'all let the right people know what was going on.
And see, one thing about social media that I hate, because anybody can make up any story.
Right, because there's so many going on. There's so many. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
So like the whole
is what?
The week prior, the boy.
I heard they had a fight.
They jumped on him.
Yeah, I heard they had a fight.
They jumped on the boy.
And
that's why he had the knife.
Right.
Yeah. So
case in point. That's what. So that when I heard that, I was like, that's what Charleston was talking about. Sound like
but then
they
you
pick
take
it.
The boy's father. He's saying they never met. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm not. And he the boy daddy, so of course he needed to look in his baby favor.
Right.
I'm not saying that they did, but I've heard that same thing. They fought.
Yeah.
And but that's where the phone got broke at the party that they was at. Them boys jumped. They said them kids were bullies. Then they want to show the gun. Those kids with guns. Well, he's got an airsoft gun. The Cameron, the black kid, he's got an airsoft gun. They had hunting rifles or whatever they had. Man, it's there was a white woman down in and I screenshotted her stuff, boy. She needed her tail whooped. I don't know if y'all saw her. She went viral.
You ain't talking about the one that the son was fighting the black dude?
Oh Lord, I don't want to say this woman's name. I don't know if we should really say it on here. You know, this is and she was
what did she do? She had some comments.
She made a post.
She said nigger and all that, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, she did. I mean, you already know what she on then. If she dropping the nigger, you know what she on.
Her this was her post. And this is why people are divided, man. Want to know the definition of a nigger? Just read the justification of this nonsense going on in Frisco. To me, a nigger, hard ER, can be described as someone who chooses to not use logic, acts like trash, has zero empathy for human life, and is white, blue, black, and or yellow. If this offends you, then I'm sorry. You're probably a nigger.
Wow.
She tried to clean it up by saying you can be
white. You can be right.
Nah, she was that was specific.
Come on, man. Yeah, who's you trying to fool?
Here's the problem with people. This is why people don't understand that systemic racism still exists. This woman is a former probation officer at Kaufman County. If this
I know, right? That's right. Right.
So how do you treat?
Come on, you can imagine now. Yes.
So this is and this is why we're so divided. I
mean, but there's nothing new under the sun.
No, it's a
Malcolm X. Like it's a famous. Like y'all seen the movie with Denzel. He said they traded in their robe. Well, some of them traded in their robe for police uniforms.
That's right.
For just so like that's what I'm saying. That I'm not shocked that somebody like that is a judge or a police officer or in some kind of authority position because that has always been the case.
I shared a video this morning from an old Oprah Winfrey show.
The Forsyth County? The all-white community? Oh, okay.
Wasn't that one. This was of black people and white people. And white people went undercover as black folks. And then there was a Harvard graduated lawyer who was talking to his colleagues, trying to figure out how they were getting clients. And they told him, well, we go to the clubs. We're invited to the clubs. It was the country clubs that they were going to. And he was like, damn, I don't get invited to the club. I can't even get a membership to the club. Up in Connecticut, this is where you have former presidents that live. So this guy, who's a attorney, Harvard graduated law student, he applied as a server to 5 different country clubs. First one he went to, he said they all contacted him and was like, sure, could you come in for an interview? He would go right to the interview. And the lady, he said the first one he got to, the lady looked at him and said, and this is a light-skinned brother, Carlton type brother, looked at him and said, are you the guy that I was? No, you can't be a server here. Now this is an attorney now. He goes, the 5th one that he gets to, they tell him, man, you know, we want to hire you, but we cannot hire you as a server. You could be a busboy. This is a damn attorney. He becomes a busboy for a month. He can live on the quarters. They call the quarters that he can live at the monkey house.
Wow.
Oh, Jerry, it's so bad.
Oh,
but white woman tells him, you know, you would make a great server, but you know they won't let you touch food.
Right.
You can't touch the plates as yourself.
How old is this?
This is Oprah Winfrey.
Like 80s?
Yeah, this was 90s.
90s?
But it was, and my whole point is, he said the reason that they believe him is because he's educated. This happens all the time. And I know that was old, and all I'm saying is the divide is there. That's why people make it black and white, because in comments like that, man, they really show you who they are. I'm not putting it off on black and white, but man, I watch white kids all the time act as if though the law does not pertain to them or the rules don't pertain to them. I know black kids do that too. Man, ain't nobody above it and nobody's absolved from it. But man, until I know exactly what went on, man, I'm not blaming that boy for taking up for himself. I'm not blaming that kid for taking up for himself. Hate that the one kid is gone. But man, I done seen too much shit in my day to not make it black and white.
And see, but
It is.
yeah. I mean, but just say the roles was reversed,
and that I do that all the time.
It was a white,
and that's what I said.
And it was a black
I totally agree with that. So and that's why I'm waiting on everything to come out. Cause black people would be losing their fucking mind if the roles were reversed. Oh yeah, it would be.
I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is, regardless what race the guy that killed the other guy, if he was defending himself from getting,
but again,
I like people.
Again, I feel what you're saying. My whole thing, I think, what Derek and I on is flip the whole situation, like you said, flip it. It's gonna be black people that will be saying,
yeah, same thing.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, well, he would. What he doing at the school with a knife anyway? You ain't supposed to have no weapon at school, and he doesn't stay at his brother. So that's what I'm saying. I try to look at it from both sides. That's why I'm like you. I'm waiting on. I need to find out. And in the world of video, I can't believe. I'm almost sure it's on video somewhere. Well, I know how they sit on. I know how they sit on.
I guarantee you, somebody
got something.
The minute the guy that's deceased walked in that under that tent and started saying
the children have somebody whipped out a phone. And that's what I'm
whether it was one of his friends.
Yes, they got it. I'm like you, I'm almost sure.
See, but here's the thing, if they do got it, they're not gonna want to give it because they give it, more likely gonna show that he was the aggressor.
It's gonna show the truth.
Yeah.
and
that's the only reason why I think the video ain't came out yet.
Oh, I'll guarantee you.
Now once the kid get acquitted, if he do get acquitted, the video may come out then.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wish that we were a society that looked at things like this from a right and a wrong.
I mean, that's how you're supposed to look at it.
Because sometimes black folks just in the damn wrong.
Right. Yeah. Oh no,
you're wrong.
You're exactly right, bro.
And I can't put the color on.
Right.
Your ass is wrong.
Right.
Like that motherfucker that shot up the school about some damn dice.
Right.
That motherfucker was wrong.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
So wherever he gonna get, he's deserve it.
That's what I'm
saying.
And I think we do put color on it a lot when color ain't got no business being on it.
Right.
Hey man, cause see, I don't. It's hard for me not to shit. Man, I don't dislike white people. I'm partial to black, but that don't mean. Probably because I understand black and I understand the plight. That don't mean I'm against Asians. I just understand us a little. But I mean, more than I understand black folk, I understand good people.
Right.
Don't even put it on the color, because a good person ain't got no goddamn color.
Right.
See, a good person just
a good person.
Jared, what else can they be?
Just a good person.
It's some shitty people out there.
A bunch of them.
That man, they come in Hispanic,
everything. Come in there, everybody. Everybody got some rotten. And they
jokers.
Right. Everybody got some rotten.
I can't rock with rotten people.
Right.
Because I'm not one of them.
Right. I totally agree.
And so we put it on color, and a lot of times color do got something to do with that.
I mean, but that's part of this matrix we live in, man. Like they create it's agents of chaos out there.
I'm starting to see the matrix a little bit more. Oh my God. It's funny that you use the word. Well, I'm seeing it more and more.
I doubt. That's what I'm saying, man. That like and they do that on both sides. I can recall one video, and like that's what I'm saying. Everybody guilty of it. I was on IG a while back. I don't know if y'all remember this video, and it was this black lady at the park, and the video comes on, and it's showing this black cop putting the cuffs on, and she, oh Lord Jesus, and it looked like this black cop just all the way out of pocket, and D.L. Hughley is the one that shared this video, and I'm like, damn man, what's up with this brother from this stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. And bro, the next day, I see the full video. She at the park with her husband. They get caught having sex.
I saw it. Yeah.
Ma'am, sign the ticket. What's your badge number?
Yeah, I saw that shit too.
What's your name?
Sure.
What's your badge number? I ain't signing shit. She do this for but I'm just like these agents of chaos just intentionally show you the end of this to make it look like a certain way, and then you see the full video and you're like, man, I'd arrested this heifer 5 minutes ago because she was tripping. But so that's what I'm saying. I know the games that the Matrix plays. Now they intentionally stir your emotions up and get people riled up, and
So
that's part of the agents of chaos.
listen, and I try to stay out of the comments, but I watched a video last night too, and it's a very good video. I should have shared it with both of y'all. I may have, I don't remember. There was two white police officers showed up to this black lady's house, knocked on the door, asked her was she such and such. She said, "Yeah, that's me." And they said, "Okay, do you have a daughter?" "Yeah, I have a daughter." Now this looked like a younger girl in her 20s, maybe early 30s. That's what she looked like. "Yes, I have a daughter." She closed the door. "Come on outside." "Well, ma'am, we're gonna have to take your daughter. Daughter ain't number 7.
Yeah,
I just saw this another.
Yeah,
Her father's here."
Right.
yeah.
Right.
"No, you can't take my baby.
Right.
You tried to beat me."
Right.
Let me tell you something. I see the comments where they was like, "The daddy petty." Let me tell you.
They had a court order.
I don't know. I commented on there and they felt me. I had to come in.
I commented too.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. So y'all done seen it. So here was my take on that.
Uh-huh.
How fucked up are you?
Boom! And then that was damn near every man with a piece of brain knew that. Like, dog, do you know the steps a man got to go through to get custody? And he got his son.
Yeah.
You know what? And after I saw her
Yes.
run her point
Dog,
over there
dog,
and hit him in front of
dog.
the police,
That's what I'm saying, man.
and all he did was restrain
But I'm
her.
like you. I could tell again. And maybe I just have discernment. I could tell that lady was mentally ill when she opened the door and when she was talking to the cops. I
Yeah.
could tell like she just had a look in her eye
Put them cops.
that wasn't right.
Wipe the woman tears off.
That's what I'm saying. It's some good ones out
No,
there.
they even spared her mama.
They
They
did.
did.
But they should have took her mama.
They
Yeah.
I would have took her ass to jail.
I see.
did. And I was talking about
I would have took her ass to jail.
Yeah.
And let's go.
everything about the
Right, man.
Here's the thing. When we talk about these videos and the viral moments, man, listen, I can't sit here and go, all cops are bad.
Right.
I can't do that.
I know what you mean.
I just
Right.
sat to watch these two white men wipe this girl tears. Would you like to speak to your daughter?
Right.
We'll let you make a phone call. Let her keep a damn.
Right.
They went through all of that to help. Listen, I had a situation where I was finna go to jail. I asked the police officer, "Can I move my car to this parking lot?" He said, "You cannot do that." I said, "Well, okay. Can I call somebody to come get my car? Do you mind if I do that?" I said, "I don't mind going to jail, sir." He said, "Yeah, I'll let you call." I called my pastor. He come. This is why I was in Houston. He comes up there. I'm in the backseat of the car, handcuffed. My pastor say, "Do you know who this man is?" I say, "This is not finna work, brother." He said, "It doesn't matter who he is." My pastor said, "He's a good guy. He does work in the community. This is what he does for the church." He said, "How much it costs to get him out of here?" I looked at the one. I said, "You know you going to jail too, right?" You cannot drive this guy. The officer said, "Well, it's a ticket for failure to appear, failure to pay a ticket, whatever it was." And I think it was like $750, $900, something under $1,000. And that man said, pastor said, "Can I pay for it right now?" He said, "If you have a cashier's check." My pastor said, "Well, I don't, but I bank at Chase and they right up here." He said, "Will you follow me?" Officer said, "I sure will." Hey, man. Now, he followed him up there, got the cashier's check, let me go.
Right.
Now, I had that happen. And then I've also had an officer with a gun in my goddamn head.
Mhm.
You know, man.
I know what you mean.
Yo,
Like-
I wish white folks would look at black people and not blanket their asses. Because I don't blanket all
Right.
cops.
Right.
Because I've had good and bad
Right.
experiences.
Right. No, now that part you hit a home run on, dog. Now that's one thing that they are more guilty of, putting everybody else in a box. They gonna judge Mexicans by the worst they see. They gonna judge blacks by the worst they see. We don't do that to them. We don't judge whites by the worst whites we done seen.
Because if we did,
we don't do that.
oh my God.
But they now a lot of them are guilty of just lumping. See what I'm talking about? I told you that. They're like, nah, man. So I feel you on that one right there, dog.
Yeah.
That's why it's so refreshing when you do run across
It is
a good cop, or you meet one with some manners and talking to you with some sense. You like,
yeah,
man,
like you're in a, like
yeah, you're right, dog.
I'm
Yeah,
not your child.
right.
Where you go? Motherfucking business. Oh, you a smart mouth boy.
Yeah, that right there, man.
Fucking part,
Just some crazy stuff, man.
yeah, now you're, but see, and on the side of the road is not where I've ever tried to get justice because I've seen what they would do to you on the side of the road. Some of us get in our own damn way. Some of us talk way too much shit.
Yeah.
Some of us got to be right in the moment.
Right.
That's what old girl was trying to be. Maybe that dude did try to beat her. Maybe he did try to kill her. But the court said
right.
The baby got to go with him.
Right.
That child wasn't scared of her father. Ma'am,
I don't know. And I just, bro, if you listen to the read between the lines, how did he find us? That let me know you've been running from that. How did he find us?
Yeah, that was
like you. Yeah, like sound like you done moved everything.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Cause he got a quarter. He saw his baby.
Right.
And clearly, she ain't scared of him either. You took off on it. You can't be scared of him.
Right.
Nah, because if she was actually scared of him and knowing that he'll clock her,
right,
she would have ran.
Right.
No, I don't see that happening.
Now, like I said, man, they just like a woman can be on dope. They got their license suspended. Yeah, they is not taking it. A man got to prove.
He got to prove
that he is worthy.
He got to do
constantly can prove,
and that you unworthy.
And she got to constantly prove that she is unworthy for that to happen, dog. So yeah, like yeah. I mean, to an ex-son, dog. That let me know you got to be out. You got to be God, dog. So you need hello. Hey, the baby still better. Tell that no, yeah, finish it.
This nigga was selling $50.
Oh man, yeah, dog. Lift it high. So he didn't have intent. It wasn't no intent. It was a position. All right, we can roll with that. Man.
We do that so damn much. Just you know.
Yes, sir.
We blanket that shit. Yeah, I figured that much.
So, man, before we get out of here, anything else y'all want to touch on?
No, I'll talk to y'all about that off camera. No, because I'll talk about that off camera.
What up now?
No,
the people might want to hear this.
I mean, listen. Listen. I'm a communicator.
Right.
Man, I think that lack of communication, be it verbal or non-verbal, can mess up your relationship. I think that your non-verbal communication can speak volumes just like your words can. I think if a woman goes silent, she ain't saying that tells you something about how she feeling, ain't it? If a man, he ain't touching the woman like he should be, she'll start reading into that. And man, whenever what you don't say, if a person makes it up, that's how they feel, like you've made them feel that way. And I think in our relationships, I think that we should learn to use our words, say exactly what we mean exactly what we say, and respect the other person's viewpoint.
But typically men do that. They say what they mean and mean what they say. Women get mad when you don't read between the lines. Men, we don't expect women to read between the lines.
We give it straight.
Yeah, we give it straight. Now they expect you to,
expect you to read their mind.
I don't like flowers. That's a waste of money. 6 months later, you ain't never bought me no flowers. I remember when you said everybody like flowers, Jim. Oh, my bad. Everybody like flowers. Yeah, that's on me. Now you being condescending. Like it ain't no right answer. Don't patronize me. Like, dang, okay. I know it, bro. I know it.
I mean, and that's and what I mean is, man, hey, man, the right answer ain't the goddamn right answer.
Right.
What do women be going? What y'all be going through? What do they go through?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm old enough now to where I know I can read a conversation, dog. Sometimes it ain't no right answer. Like that. And I know when it ain't no right answer, I'm just through talking, dog. Like, whatever I say wrong, I'm not gonna keep doing it.
You just done talking?
I'm done talking, dog.
Do you? Because
I've been accused of shutting down several times, and I know they tell the
Me
truth.
too.
I know they tell the truth. You get shut down. I'm not finna. I'm finna do this.
I'm over this.
Hey man, this all this to do is run my blood pressure up.
And
So
I just got on blood pressure.
that's what I'm talking about, and I'm on it. Hey, man, I'm not finna do
I'm on hydroxyloxodone.
I'm on 2 different kinds, amlodipine and Valsartan.
Yeah.
I'm on one for the daytime, one for the nighttime.
Shit.
I ain't gonna swole now. I ain't gonna swole now. Retaining fluid. Like, oh man, dog.
Yeah, I just wonder if I think it may be in my joints though, cause I ain't got no fluid on my ankle.
Yeah, Gary got gout. That's gout. That ain't high blood pressure.
Nah, that's high blood pressure, bro. If I don't take my medicine,
yeah,
but that ankle a little bit sexy, boy. That's that nigga around. But shoes tight now here.
I think communication is key in anything that you do. You at a job, they communicate their expectation to you, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that you should check in from time to time on if the job is being done right. At your job, they evaluate you. They give you evaluate. I think you have to evaluate your relationship.
I like that, man. I like that.
I think evals are, and then I also think that there should be rewards and consequences. If you're not doing something, you have to be able.
But I'm not trying to sound sexist. Only the man can be evaluated. You can't evaluate your woman. Now, not honestly.
You
like they can. We can handle criticism. We can handle them telling us areas we need to tighten up in. And you like, boom. Hey, now you don't. You know what? I could do better. But don't tell her what she could do better. You know what? You can be doing this better. I tell you what.
Ask your mama to do it. Ask my mama.
Your mama could do it better. What? Hey, man. Nah, that's just real, man. Like, hey,
I think evaluations are good. I think, listen, we've been doing great. Just to check in, because I think that people need to know when they slacking. Your job will definitely let you know if you slacking. I think they will.
That's what I'm saying. Tell your woman what she's slacking, and let me know how. Be sure to call your boy and tell me how that went for you. Now, you know what? You used to get down there and do your thing 2-3 times a week. We down 2-3 times a month now. I tell you what. You know, something just stupid, dog. Just something asinine right there, dog. Oh man, that's how it go though. I expect it. That's why I just lie.
I'm gonna shut down.
Keep the peace.
You shut down?
Yeah.
That most people shut down. You have to. Like, no, you have to. Like, man, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. I can't do it.
I'm to the point now because you ever ask your woman a question and they answer some shit that you didn't ask them?
Oh man. Example.
But listen, man, because I'm gonna start. I'm a mirror type of guy. Whatever you do to me, I mirror. I show you what the fuck. The next time she say, "You want to go to church? What you wearing tomorrow? What are you wearing tomorrow?" I'm gonna say, "Man, I think the monkeys at the zoo."
I just told them to you.
What the fuck they got? That's what this fuck.
What you wearing tomorrow? Yeah, the monkeys probably gonna sweep.
Bitch, what?
Yeah, I see Luca going from Triple Up. Like, what they got to do with what we just talking about? Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. I was in 3rd grade.
On the real, dog. Yeah. Crawford gonna get it. What?
Hey, what do you mean Crawford gonna get it?
Crawford gonna get it.
Drive me to the store.
No, Crawford gonna get it. You watch what I tell you.
You damn sure gotta talk off camera.
Oh man.
I'm in San Antonio.
I hate you ain't in Dallas, man.
Next weekend, Dallas.
Next weekend with
Faith on Love, Dallas. Tomorrow night, I'm also on a show with Tasha K. It's a talent show.
Be there. Where is that? In San Antonio?
That'll be online. San Antonio is with Coco Brown this weekend. The talent show is just online. I'm one of the hosts / judges of the talent show.
All right.
Winner gets $300. Any talent that you want. So if you need $300, log on to TashaK.com.
Boom.
Shoot your shot.
I heard that.
Just give me a finder's fee of $75.
yeah.
I'm hip to me.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's all I got, man.
Boom.
Anything else up?
I'm good, buddy.
Wrap this shit up then. There you go. We want to hear what you got to say after the show over.
I mean,
Yep.
I took a hair popping today. I can't believe you ain't get him with nothing today, dog.
Nah, man.
That boy ready right there.
Nah, man. I saw Dunn in the gym.
He got a event coming up.
Hey, man. Dunn was in the gym with that needle in his ass. Hey, I walked in the bathroom. He said, "What's up, D?" I was like, "Damn, brother, in front."